Welcome everyone to Cinema Regulars, the movie review show where we see so many movies in theaters that the employees know us by name and they don't ask us what movies we're watching, they ask us how many. Now, today we got the whole gang here for the
All
Fantastic
four.
Four. All four of us for the Fantastic Four First Steps movie. Now, we went to go see this opening night and we shockingly got it completely to ourselves.
It was.
Not so
I could not
shockingly,
believe it.
honestly.
Could not believe it. No,
Honestly,
honestly,
not so
couldn't believe
shockingly.
it.
Yeah, it is very interesting circumstance
Mhm.
there. And then Isaac and I will be wrapping up the podcast with the newest Smurfs movie. You'll love to see it.
Yay!
Yay.
Uh, so, anyways, guys, as always, be sure to subscribe because it really helps us out. Be sure to use the timestamps below to skip ahead to your favorite movie or just jump straight to the rankings if that's all you care about. Now, without further ado, let's head on into our first movie of the night, Fantastic Four First Steps. Isaac, take us away, please.
Mr. Fantastic, Invisible Woman, Human Torch, and The Thing face their most daunting challenge yet as they defend Earth from Galactus and Silver Surfer.
Nice. Fair enough. Fair
That's it?
statement, I
Okay.
think.
Mhm.
Short and sweet.
So there was a lot of build up for this movie. You know, there was a soft rebrand to kind of like give the franchise a kick in the pants back on track, you know. It's they were kind of like, "Oh, it's a brand new coat of paint for the movie for the franchise and you know what? I got to say it's better than a lot of the stuff they've been putting out recently.
It is.
Like I know
You
every
want to start
single
with positives?
Yeah, we can start with positives. I know every single Marvel movie that comes out is the best Marvel movie since the last Marvel movie they put out.
Yeah.
Not really anymore.
Granted, granted that is quite a low bar because
Recently, yeah.
they've been so bad as in recent years. So like for the first time I agree that this is the best Marvel movie in years, but that's like you know the
There's a very low bar. The
it's a
bar
low
was so
bar.
low it was practically a tripping hazard in hell.
It says.
Like
Not that far, but the Marvel movies have just been so unbelievably mid for
Have
the
you
past
have you seen the
not even
Marvel
five
mid, just
years.
bad.
What's
I
up?
mean,
Just
Have you
I
seen
mean,
the
Deadpool and
Marvels?
Wolverine
Deadpool and the Wolverine?
No.
Oh, yeah.
was
No.
good.
It's nowhere near Deadpool and Wolverine. Like, it's nowhere near No Way Home.
Yeah, those were like the good
Yeah.
ones they've.
Yeah, because I think
those are
Deadpool
the
and
only
Wolverine came out in 22, right? 23?
No, that was last year.
those are
Was it last year? Okay.
Yeah.
yeah. Those are like the only good, like actually good movies
Mhm.
in the MCU since Endgame.
Yeah, because, I mean, taking a look at Deadpool and Wolverine, that was, like, completely separated from anything else. Like, the only thing you needed to watch to catch up were the other Deadpool movies. Like, you don't really need to watch anything else MCU related to get
You
back
didn't even
on
need
it.
to watch
And it
Logan.
was characters that people already liked. See, like, you go in for, like, Deadpool and Wolverine, you know you're gonna get Deadpool and Wolverine. People like those characters. But you come out with the Thunderbolts or Brave New World, like, nobody cares about these characters.
Well, not only that, I mean, Brave New World just kind of just flopped
Yeah,
before it even came out.
exactly. They had to rewrite it
Yeah.
like 5 times, and it was still
And it
bad.
still sucked.
That's true.
Black Panther could have been good if it wasn't for them, a forced rewrite of it.
But the original was alright.
No,
Yeah,
the
first
second
one's
one.
all right, but the second one, like, I don't think there was any
Oh,
saving
okay.
it.
No.
Yeah, they should have just kind of not made the movie after he died.
Yeah,
They should have just left it, honestly.
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
not great.
They honestly could have just as easily had like a memorial thing in another movie rather than
Yeah.
make that whole movie. But anyway,
Fantastic Four, though, the movie we're actually
Yeah.
talking about.
True.
Let's cover some positives. Who wants to go first?
I can. One, I love that this movie, as well as Superman, it's a kind of a tandem thing with them, is that I'm loving color in the movies. Like every superhero movie coming out in the last almost decade doesn't really have color to it. It's all like toned, like muted colors and
Yeah.
everything. Like even Captain America, like he's red, white, and blue, but it's like a dark red and a dark and like a deep blue and like
Yeah. And
not
then,
even really a bright white. It's kind of like a
like dirt
like
colored
a
muted
less
white. And then the entire
yeah.
Snyderverse was meant to be like dark and gritty, so like it was all like
Yeah.
shaded down.
But
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
the return to color. This movie was so pretty. Like, I do have to say that. Like, not all the CGI was good. I'm not saying that. But like the colors, the set design, oh, the aesthetic of this movie is so fucking cool. I love it so much. It's like sci-fi but 60s.
Well,
Like that is
yeah, it
really
was.
cool.
Futuristic is what they
Yep.
call it.
It's
So
really cool.
like that's like your Astro Boy and your like Jetsons type of
Yeah.
aesthetic.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
it's one of my favorites. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really cool. Like they have fly, but there is some elements of like I don't understand this because they're unless okay. So bear with me if I'm wrong here. Are they said in the beginning of the movie that they were like that they were cracking the last frontier exploration of space. That's not like talking about like a moon landing or anything like that. That's just talking about them like actually exploring like deep space, right?
I don't fucking know. I don't know what that means. Cracking the frontier.
I don't know. But that's what he said. That's what they
They
said when
went
they were
to
talking
space and
about it.
got their powers.
Yeah,
That's what
they
Yeah,
went
happened.
to
exactly.
space is what that means.
Like, were they the first? Like,
No, I get
well,
your
anyway.
point. I get your confusion. There's just like not an answer to that because it's vague.
Yeah.
No,
Fair.
Isaac is just doing a very roundabout way of saying that he wants to crack Sue's storm.
No, not. No.
Not that
I
one.
I'm
like the
hilarious.
hair. I like the hair, but other than that, like, no.
I think
I
okay.
She was cast well though.
She was cast all right.
I think casting period was like okay. I mean,
Uh,
we're in positives right now,
we
so
are-
I mean,
yeah.
we'll
Yeah.
We'll
kind of
get
stay
back
away
to
from
that.
that.
We'll
Yeah.
talk about the good ones. The Sue Storm casting was serviceable. You know, like it's not perfect, but it's good. It's doable. It did the job perfectly
Right.
well. I think the visuals on the Thing looked really good. The
I
voice,
agree.
the voice was fit the character. Like I would have preferred something deeper and gravelier, but like, you know, they wanted to kind of give him like the more like New York kind of Yancey Street kind of
Yeah.
tone, and I
Like,
think that
with the-
also fit the
with-
character.
With the
Yeah,
trailers,
like
I was
the-
like, I don't know how I like the voice, but then watching the movie, you just get past that instantly. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's weird if you're like watching all of the movies like once through, right? Where you're
Yeah.
like, why does his voice sound different, right? But then you got to kind of realize that like there's 20 years between these movies.
Yeah.
Or I suppose the last one had like 10 years, but
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was 2015,
Speaking of
something
that,
like
that is another positive this movie has. In its opening weekend, it beat out that movie's entire like box office day like runtime. It beat it beat its entire thing.
Yeah.
I had another positive that I found out about actually after the movie that I think is really cool. Don't know how you'll feel about this, but Galactus was practical. Like in the sense
They
that
really blew.
it
They
was a
made
dude.
the guy big
No,
in
but
real
no,
life.
no,
even.
no. It was an actual dude in a suit that they then
Do
just
that.
applied
they did like Power
into the thing.
Rangers.
But that's cool. I like that they actually like made a suit for him and like it put a guy in it and that he wasn't just completely CGI the whole time.
Yeah.
That is kind
Oh,
of
no,
cool. I mean,
yeah.
they had to CGI him into scenes obviously because he's fucking massive. But like that's cool. And that's another thing with Galactus in general. This movie did something that Marvel is famously bad for, but they did it good in this one, which is they did not nerf the villain. They did not nerf Galactus.
They didn't nerf
He was
Galactus.
scary.
Power-wise.
Especially coming off of Thunderbolts, where they absolutely nerfed Void to hell and back.
They also nerfed Sentry as well in that too, like hella bad.
True, but like, yeah, no, Galactus. He felt like Galactus for the first time on the screen.
True.
No, so I
Well,
thought
last
Galactus.
time he was a cloud, so
Yeah,
Galactus was
because he didn't. He only showed up in one movie.
Yeah,
beforehand.
and it wasn't even done well. I like the guy that they chose to
oh,
voice Galactus. He's been in Nosferatu as of late, and my favorite role of his is in the A24 movie The Witch, because his voice is just absolutely like commanding, and he's such a good actor. As he is.
He's a good Galactus for sure.
He's a good, he did a good job as Galactus.
Yeah.
I liked a lot of the a lot of the visuals in the movie looked really good too.
The ones that they put effort in, because some of them look really bad.
Right, the ones where they were out in space, when they were trying to flee from the Silver Surfer from Galactus's ship, those looked awesome.
Yeah, like the Silver Surfer like surfing on the lava, that looked cool.
Oh yeah,
the Silver Surfer surfed for once.
Like that was sick as hell. Actually,
it was huge.
Actually surfing on the stuff, it's awesome.
Yeah,
yeah, that was really cool. I kind of kept going back and forth as to whether or not I liked Johnny's fire or not.
It looked okay.
Like, because there were times where it looked cool, and then there are other ones where I'm like, that looks kind of stupid.
Yeah,
like time that I really liked it. One time that I really liked it was when he was like, when the power went out, and then he just like flames on, and he's just like standing in the room. I thought that was cool. But like when he's following alongside Silver Surfer, and like just his bottom half's like on fire in the spacesuit, I thought that looked kind of like weird.
Yeah,
I didn't.
There's certain points where it looks like he's just on fire. Like they actually just set the actor on fire, and like he's just like a guy but with like flames on him. And then there's like other points in the movie where they just like tinted him red.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know about that.
Yeah. To be fair, to be fair, I think it looks better than the early 2000 CG of the first movie.
Well,
no, I
actually
love the Human Torch in the first movie. I love the way it looked. I thought it was cool.
Yeah,
like he's made of flames. Like it's really cool.
I think it looked okay.
Fair enough. Let's see. I liked the interactions between Johnny and the Thing, just because it was funny.
It was great.
Like those.
You mean
guys,
the main characters?
The main characters. Like I gotta be honest with you, a lot of this movie is so boring because
it is.
They have like a 30-minute yap session, and then they fly into space, meet Galactus, yap with him, and then they like fight to escape, and like there's action there for like 4 minutes, and then they leave, and then there's a 40-minute yap session, and then Galactus shows up on Earth, and then they fight him, and then the movie's over. So there's like a lot of just like talking and explaining and like crying and stuff like that, and I'm like, I leaned over to you and I'm like, thank God you have Johnny and Ben being just absolute complete idiots in this whole movie, because that's what's saving it right now.
It's so boring otherwise.
It's
because like most of the conflict in the movie comes after they get back from Galactus, because the people of Earth are like, are we safe? And then Pedro Pascal goes, I don't know, man. Like, they want my kid, like that type of thing. And then like, and then like the people of Earth are like, well, that's stupid.
Exactly.
And then they fight it, and then they're like, protesting for like
the fact that everyone on
40
the planet,
minutes,
like everyone is unanimously against them not sacrificing their only child, a child that presumably, because like they even said it, that they had tried for a couple years, that Reed and Sue had tried for a couple years, and they couldn't. And like I feel like that would be like a known thing with people as high profile as them. So, this like miracle child, and they want to kill it. They want to just give it up.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, it's to save their themselves, but like, no one's against this.
It's
Like,
it's like a trolley problem, but it's like the worst one possible. So it's like you give him one baby and he like raises it as his successor, or he eats it. It's unclear what he wants to do with the child, and then and then that
I'm
will
gonna bring my
somehow
food over
save
to you.
him or something. Again, don't
Yeah.
know what his goal was.
It's supposed to sate his hunger, I think.
Well, he said like
Yeah.
something about like he will take the throne from me
Yeah.
or something. But like I'm also
Something
like,
like
so what does
that.
that mean? Like he will become the new Galactus and you catch a break or something? Because what would have made more sense is like, this child is like so powerful, he's got so much energy that it will finally satiate my hunger. Like that would have made sense given
Well,
it being Franklin. So
what the way I understood it, was just that if the child grows up, if he grows up, he can become like he would be a power to succeed Galactus. Like he will grow to be stronger than him.
well,
So
here's
he is but he is also like so he's kind of offering up like a the child will grow to be like in immeasurable power,
yeah, but
but he can also satiate my hunger.
here's the
So
problem
like
though.
if I eat him now, you
Isaac, here's the
yeah.
problem though, and you said it in the very first sentence, is how I interpreted that. With a
Fair.
movie like this and with a villain like Galactus and the whole movie revolving around the baby, you can't leave it ambiguous. It's like what
Yeah.
is he gonna eat it? Is he gonna
Right. You're making the
gonna
baby the MacGuffin.
exactly?
Is
You
he
need
gonna
to
is he
explain it,
gonna
and
Yeah.
bring
it's
his food over
unclear.
here like a dog
It's
and eat it?
unclear why specifically he wants the baby or what he's going to do with it or what purpose or how the baby will help in what way. It like they're very vague
Yeah.
about that, and those kind of things need to be clear.
All right. Does anyone else have any other positives?
I'm gonna be honest. I forgot we were still in positives.
Yeah, I was gonna
Kind of
say
hard to stay.
we
It's
kind
kind of
of we
hard
did
to stay
like
away from the negatives.
Yeah, we kind of
it was a
blurred the
seamless
line there.
transition, and now it isn't.
So I guess we can go back into the negatives.
Yeah.
Officially.
Yeah.
I'd like to
Yeah,
open up the floor for group discussion on the first and most obvious negative here. Pedro Pascal.
He was a horrible cast for Mr. Fantastic, honestly.
Yeah,
It's-
Yeah, I didn't like him.
not a fan. It's
Yeah.
it's not just because of the
Mo,
Pedro
what's up?
Pascal fatigue. Merrick's gonna jump into this. I'm gonna set it up for him. It's not just because of the Pedro Pascal fatigue that he's just in everything. It's not about like all the shit he's saying online, and it's definitely not what everyone's claiming that it is. It's like, oh, you don't like him because he's Hispanic of some kind, and you're racist. That's far from the point. Merrick, tell him why Pedro Pascal's a bad pick for Mr. Fantastic.
His head's not shaped like Mr. Fantastic.
Exactly.
It's not
It's
even
true.
that his acting wasn't good. It's just he doesn't look like him.
Like, look
No,
at
he
Miles Teller
doesn't.
there. Look at Miles Teller in the background of Alex's wallpaper. You see how his head is like
Like-
long and skinny, and it's like a tall rectangle, right? Pedro
Wait,
Pascal has
You're not gonna be able to do it, bro.
Pedro Pascal has like a pumpkin shaped face. And Mr. Fantastic, he's not pumpkin face. He's not pumpkin
Yeah.
shaped head. That's not true. Look at the past
Pumpkin shape.
the
See?
original Mr.
See?
Fantastic from the 2000s movies. Yeah.
Yeah.
In the 2000s movies, he had the right like head shape, Like he looked cuz he's meant to be like stretchy and like skinny and like elongated kind of like naturally. He's meant to be like tall and thin-faced as well. And
Right.
Yeah.
not to say Miles Teller was a good Mr. Fantastic. He's like He's like, I think he's like
He
12
looks more
in
like
that
him
shot.
than
If he
Pedro
would have gotten
Pascal.
if he would have gotten better direction, they were directed to be as flat as possible when they were giving their lines. Like if
Yeah,
you would
like
have
this
been
guy.
given, if they would have
It's
cast
fantastic.
Miles Teller in this version, he would have been amazing. He would have been great. But there's
Miles
a
Teller's a
problem.
fantastic actor. I don't know what they were
There-
doing and what he was in
There
this movie.
would be another problem
Nothing.
though with Miles Teller being in this, and that's evidently he's too young. Because why the fuck are they all like old? They look old. Am I the only one that had like Pedro Pascal looks like he's freaking 60
I mean, well,
in this shit? Well, he
He
is,
would-
but you know,
I think he would have looked more the part if he shaved.
it's true. Well,
yeah,
he's,
like if you would,
Pedro Pascal refuses to shave his mustache.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
so the thing, I like what it is that like every iteration of Mr. Fantastic, with the exception of the one that's in Marvel Rivals, which I'm sure is probably like a future version of this, right? They look like this guy, right?
Yeah.
Clean shaven. Just
Yeah.
saying, if you
Well-
wanted to look more the part, shave.
yeah, the
Mr.
comics.
Fantastic has like a full beard.
Yeah, in
a
the
lot,
in the
too.
more
Okay.
recent comics, he's developed a beard.
It's either full beard or clean shaven.
clean shaven.
Yeah.
Right, but it
Speaking
needs to
of
be a
clean
beard like
shaven-
But it's not
Go ahead.
Pedro Pascal.
No.
Yeah.
He
Speaking
just
of
doesn't look
shaving,
Hmm.
why the fuck does the thing grow stalagmite beard?
Yeah,
Why?
that was
That's
a
so dumb.
bad.
That
choice.
was weird. That was
He
weird.
also evidently grows stalagmite hair.
I
Too,
guess.
sorry, I guess that would be stalactite hair or something. I don't know.
No, stalagmite is up.
Oh, so stalagmite hair, stalactite beard. But like that's so dumb because literally the only reason like
This guy
there
didn't
is a
watch Chum
comic
Cabins.
explanation. But there's a comic explanation, like a canon explanation as to how the thing ages and like how that works. And like he should only like look like he's aging when he turns back to human.
That was just in like one comic line though.
Okay, but
Right.
still, I don't
Other
like
than
that he like
he's
grows
never
like
had a
rock
beard
stubble.
like that. It just looks bad.
It doesn't
And
look
the fact
good.
that it grows, are the rocks organic?
Yeah. Right?
Yeah,
the only,
'cause,
the
like-
only time the thing has had like a rock beard is like when Mr. Fantastic went like thousands of years into the future.
Yeah.
Right, and like
It's
having like the little scruffy stuff that he did in that one scene that he was like shaving off. That's fine, whatever, right? But then he just styles it into this full like millennial beard, and it just looks.
Yeah.
It looks like a Lego piece.
It doesn't. Well, because that's the other problem with a rock beard. It doesn't fucking move. It's just a solid piece on your face.
It's a bad look, I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's not a good look. Yeah.
They made him look old as shit.
It's kind of
And like the only one of them that actually looked like young in the age that he should, it was Johnny.
I will contest that because like in some angles, in some scenes, he kind of looks like the wax figure of Mark Zuckerberg.
Well, that's just
Like
Joseph
like the
Quinn,
really
honestly.
like pale face and like the really like flushed pink lips and like the weird
He-
like like bleach blonde micro bang bowl cut he had. Like I don't
He
know what was
desperately
going on
needed-
with
It wasn't a good
Different
cut, I can tell you
haircut.
that.
Yeah, it looked pretty bad at certain points. Yeah,
The Mole Man
oh my
showing up
God.
every 5 seconds.
Showed up like 3 times.
Yeah, what
Relax.
a 5
but-
seconds.
But every single time he popped up, it was like, what the fuck? Like
He was like, "Behold, the
God.
Underminer."
He
It
was
was
mentioned
so
once
dumb.
at the beginning. They brought him in for plot purposes halfway to the movie, and then he showed up like when he was like escorting everyone underground. That he was like 3 times. I don't know where you're getting every 5 seconds from.
fine.
We needed more of like Red Ghost, the monkey.
This movie was really funny because
Apparently-
that we had it to ourselves. Go ahead.
Apparently
was.
they had like a Red Ghost and his apes, but they cut it out of the movie.
Why?
They just mentioned it.
It would have been a 10 out of 10 then.
Well, let's not go that far, but
It was the joke. It definitely would not have been.
no. But I mean monkeys, though.
It's true. All right, let's get on to the next point here. Sorry, Isaac, did you
Okay.
have something?
Oh, I was gonna say that that one. Okay, if I have one thing to say, I'm gonna switch tack and do this instead. One positive I had was I really liked Herbie. Herbie was really cool. I
It was
liked that
cool
like
seeing
his
him for
face
a long.
that his
Yeah.
face is like a cassette tape that's inside of his thing.
It's
Another
hard to
fun
not
fact
like
about
Herbie.
True. Fun fact about Herbie in this movie. They did hire someone to voice him. Uh do you want to know who that is?
No.
Pedro Pascal.
Fucking General Grievous.
Okay.
It's the dude who voiced General Grievous in the Revenge of the Sith.
And he just went up to the mic in the booth and said beep boo boo bop, and he called it a day.
I guess.
Okay.
That's who it is.
$1 million.
Hell yeah.
Wild.
$1 million paycheck. All right.
Fucking, I wish.
Let's move on to the second hotly disputed point of the movie. The Silver Surfer herself.
Yes.
Yeah, the with the key problem being in the sentence you just said.
Yeah, it's not even that it's a woman, it's the fact that of who it is and who it's not. Because a lot of people like Norrin Rad. Like, he's such a good
He's a
character.
really good character.
His story and, like, his reasons for turning on Galactus are really, really cool and really, really well written. And, like, that's the reason why people like Silver Surfer, is because they like that iteration of Silver Surfer. So immediately making it a different Surfer, you kind of just cut off, like, all the Silver Surfer fans, like, saying, like, no, it's not going to be that one. It's a different one. It's like, oh, well, then why do I care?
Yeah.
And second of all, making it specifically Shala Bal, that's Norrin Rad's wife. That's who he becomes the Silver Surfer to save his wife and his children in some iterations and his planet. And she becomes the Silver Surfer to save her planet, but, like, it's kind of just like spitting in the eye of the person who's already kicked down at the point where they do the flashback to when she becomes the Surfer and Norrin's not even there. Like, it's not even the, like, oh, in this dimension his wife got it instead of him. It's just like, no, we're just not even gonna show him at all. Like, he might not even be in the picture whatsoever. Like, you don't.
Yeah,
I
because
always thought it was her daughter.
Right, because the alternate reality thing was the biggest thing that I saw pitched for it, was why it wasn't Norrin Rad. Because, like, the exact same thing that you were just talking about ended up being the thing that got pitched, where it was like, since it's an alternate universe, because it was like Earth, like, what, 828 or something stupid like that at the beginning of the movie, that this was a reality where Shala Bal, you said her name was? She took, like, Norrin Rad's place as the Silver Surfer for the same reasons that Norrin Rad did in the first two movies.
Yeah.
Where, like, and that's why she's the Silver Surfer.
Right. And, like, and that's understandable. Like, yeah, fine.
Right.
Like, that's an explanation as to why in universe it's like, oh, it's a different reality, you know. I'm just saying, as a writing point and a movie production point, there's no reason, there's no benefit to making it a different character that is less known, less liked, and just overall going to be received in a less positive view. Because, like, if it had been Norrin Rad, which millions of people already love him, what's wrong with just having it as Norrin Rad, the Silver Surfer?
Like, dude, you could have just, like, casting Lawrence Fishburne, who played the Silver Surfer, right? Like, I mean, he's, like, one of the actors, right?
Yeah. Like,
people like him a lot, right?
Yeah, say what you will about Silver Surfer in the, like, second Fantastic Four movie that came out, Lawrence Fishburne nailed it. First of all, and second of all, he did
also
some
looked
super
great.
cool fucking shit.
True.
Was that
My
actually Lawrence in the? Hold on a sec, Isaac. Was that actually Lawrence doing like the effects there? Because I thought that was just all
No.
CG.
Well, it was
That was all
it was
CG.
CG. I don't know who did
Okay.
like the mocap or anything, but he was the voice of Norrin Rad.
Right,
And he
right,
nailed
right.
it.
Oh yeah.
I think the reason for them making it Shalabal is just to have something with Johnny.
I mean,
I
he wasn't really
suppose.
doing too much in the movie anyway.
Yeah, so they
So,
done
like, they
that
had to have Johnny
have him do
fucking solve the
something.
Da Vinci Code halfway through the
That's
movie.
true. I call me crazy, but I would rather have Norrin Rad in a new movie than have Johnny rizzing up the Silver Surfer and failing multiple times.
Well, and not
I-
only that, but I mean,
I-
the thing is that if it was Norrin Rad's Silver Surfer, we might have gotten, like, action at some point during the movie.
That's true.
Just saying, instead of it being a romantic side plot that it didn't need to happen.
Exactly.
I was just saying, I'm pretty sure that's like one of the reasons why they did that, just to
Yeah, I mean, fair enough. It just
Johnny do something.
yeah, it wasn't like a good idea though, because
I
they
don't-
just could have had it.
No, 'cause
It's a Marvel
people
movie.
like
We're
Norrin
expecting
Rad.
I
action.
do. No, I understand why they did that. I just don't think the change is worth the sacrifice.
No.
Yeah, I would agree.
I really didn't like that. Like, even when they changed her and everything, I don't like that she had eyes.
I didn't mind
You
it.
said
like,
that multiple times.
I don't hate it. I don't like that it's not just like blank, like silver eyes. Like it is actually that. Especially like the other thing that was weird is like the person that they chose to play her as well, because she's in a movie we've already seen this year and a movie we're gonna be seeing like soon.
Yeah, she's a decent actress.
She is a decent actress,
And she didn't
like,
do a bad job in the movie either.
No,
like her
exactly.
acting was
No,
okay.
No, her
Yeah.
acting was
Didn't.
okay. Like what they did with the
Yeah.
character was fine. I think it was a bad idea to make it Shia LaBeouf, and I think the visuals of her were pretty bad half the time. But anyways, Isaac.
Also, I like, cause she's I don't know her name. I have it off the top of my head, but she was the mom. She was the wife in Wolfman, and she's the teacher in Weapons.
Yeah,
that we're gonna be going to go
later
see
this August. Couple
Yeah.
of weeks actually.
Yeah, I'm excited. But she's a good actress, but like, I didn't even know that it was her until I looked at the cast for the movie.
Yeah.
Like, I could not
Well, because
see
she
it
was CGI
on her
the
at
whole
all.
movie. You can't see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was
That
silky.
Did you look at Ben and see who's playing him in his face? No.
No.
'Cause
Well,
he's
no,
CGI
he's
the whole
all
movie.
rocks.
Well, she's
Could you
all
tell who this guy was?
No.
No.
It's
But-
fantastic.
But no,
Say
it
again?
was. Say that again.
I hate it here, you guys.
But
Me
but
too.
no, also there were a couple stupid moments in this movie though. Like the fact we had this movie to ourselves, like it really helped us accentuate it. The best one was the funniest moment through the whole thing was Kellen made a joke at
Oh my
one
God.
point that
Oh my
that said he made a joke of, we're gonna take the Earth and we're gonna push it somewhere else.
Like Patrick.
And then
And
that
then, like,
actually ended up being a thing.
Minutes later, I see what they're piecing
It
together,
was
and
like
I'm like,
20
hey, Kellen,
minutes
guess-
later, and Mr.
And I lean
Fantastic,
over to
he's like writing stuff on the chalkboard. He's like, I have an idea. And he's like, what if we take the teleporter? And I'm like, no. What if we set up multiple teleporters across the planet? I'm like, no. What if we teleport the planet outside to another? I'm like, no, you did not just say. What if we took planet Earth and pushed it somewhere else?
And then it evolved to, we're gonna take Galactus and push him somewhere else.
Yeah, which is a better idea considering the fact that if you move the Earth out of the solar system, the rest of the solar system would collapse.
Well,
True.
that, but if you push it somewhere else, the Earth is just gonna die.
Exactly.
Well, no, they were
Like,
gonna go. That one
it's
was
a
explained that
stupid
they were gonna
plan.
go. That one was explained by they were going to move the Earth to like another like habitable area, like another Goldilocks zone,
Well,
basically.
still, there's gonna
That-
be like several other things because like the only reason
True.
that we're
There'd
not
be
pelted
other
and
planets.
destroyed by
Also, the
asteroids is
moon
because
wouldn't
of
have been there
Jupiter.
anymore.
Exactly, moon wouldn't have been there. The whole, which would affect the tides. You know, the sun being exactly the size it is and exactly the distance that it is the only reason we're alive. The exact axis that we're at any other point, if it was straight up or straight anyway, we would have died. You know, if there wasn't Jupiter there catching every single asteroid coming towards us, we would have died. There's so many things that go into making this perfect machine that is the solar system.
Kellen's starting to sound like Mr. Fantastic at this
Well,
point.
that's because I'm smarter than Pedro Pascal.
Well, you're smarter than the script writers. Let's be
Exactly,
real here.
that's what I
But,
mean. Yeah. But like,
but probably also Pedro Pascal. Let's be real. But
I'm just gonna prattle off some things that were stupid real quick. That one shot where they like tricked Silver Surfer into getting sucked into the black hole and she got all stretchy.
That was dumb.
I was just like, I literally just like geeked in the middle of the theater because that just looked so stupid. And Isaac, you were talking earlier about how they didn't nerf Galactus. You know who they did nerf? Mr.
Silver Surfer.
Fantastic.
Oh yeah.
Nerfed Mr. Fantastic
he didn't
and
do
his suit
anything.
horribly.
Not only
Because he
did they...
stretched him out like that much,
Yeah,
and then he was
he
like,
was like-
"Ooh, ah, ooh," and his suit ripped, even though it's designed to not do that.
Kellen,
He can stretch more than that, and he stretched like the same amount like 2 minutes later, and he was
he
fine.
stretched like 30
In the
feet, and
first-
he was like, ah!
Kellen,
In
put
the
in
first
put in-
movie, he stretched more than that when he didn't even understand his powers
He
yet.
stretched his arm
Helen,
more
put
than
in-
that to grab toilet paper from the other room.
Exactly.
Kellen,
He
put in
stretched
the-
more than that
Let
dancing.
Isaac talk, please.
Fuck. Kellen, put in that picture of him where he's like holding the whole fucking like London Eye together in Rise of the Silver
Yeah.
Surfer. Like he literally like is all over the place, and then he literally like he's like,
He
It's like,
stretched him maybe 30
bitch,
feet
you're
at
rubber.
maximum,
What the fuck?
and he was
True.
dying. He did nothing
Dude,
the whole movie.
We're
Most of it-
supposed to believe that this is year 4 of him being Mr. Fantastic. He can only stretch that much.
And what did he do the whole
Yeah.
movie? He
Bullshit.
used his powers to like go turn a switch on or to keep writing on a board without taking a sidestep. And then at the end of the movie, he stretches like a little bit and then done. Like he did like nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were too scared of it looking bad.
That's true.
Yeah.
Stretchiness is a really bad looking power. They were so scared.
It is.
They were so scared of it that they had to completely change Kamala Khan's power set for the MCU.
Yeah.
They did, yes.
They honestly the live action version of One Piece didn't do it horribly.
No, they didn't. It actually looked pretty okay.
So the thing
like-
is that like
All the thing.
I
He's the
don't.
orange rock guy.
Yeah, I know. This guy. I'm surprised it took me that long to just accidentally say that. I had to stop myself a couple times. But to be fair, with the stretchy powers thing, they did get it wrong like 3 movies straight. So I can understand why they're not like super keen on wanting to do it because like
Yeah.
as good as the other
Honestly-
movies were, except this one, the stretchy powers did not look good in them.
Honestly, I actually liked the way it looked in Fantasic in certain scenes. Not when he first got his powers.
I immediately think of Miles Teller on the table with his arms stretched out.
Not
Yeah,
talking
that
about
doesn't look good.
I'm not talking about that, but like when he's using it like at speed, it looks pretty cool. Like there's the point where like the commandos surround him and he like uses his like power to like like swing around a tree, or he punches punches his hand out. Like that looked good.
I'll give you that.
At speed, it looks okay there, but like that's the downside that this movie has with it being as bright as it is. It's really easy to clearly see every single detail, which only hurt the stretchy powers even more, especially with the suit design, because they kind of shot themselves in the foot with this suit design for the stretchy power specifically, because it's like a wool like sweater type thing, and it has like the lines on it. So when it stretches, the lines stretch and everything, and that also doesn't look very good. Like they're adding more things that they have to elongate, and it just doesn't. It didn't look good as well.
Yeah, things. Speaking of the
like, oh my gosh, the scene where he like stretches like up and then he lands on top of that roof looked so bad. Like it looked so bad.
Yeah. Speaking of the thing, they could have had literally anyone else hold the baby for the majority of the movie, because they had to CGI the baby into his hands so often. It looks terrible. Oh my god.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, even like for most of the movie, it's just like Franklin CGI baby Richards.
Yeah, it looked.
It didn't have a real baby.
We are in 2025. We have to make CGI look better than it does now, because it looks so much better back then. Somehow,
exactly.
We can't have CG baby Richards.
Everyone always points to Davy Jones in Pirates of the Caribbean.
It looks so good.
So good. General Grievous.
Or any Transformers movie.
Exactly. The Transformers movies were fantastically CGI'd.
Oh,
right.
Yeah. They are. So
what happened?
They cheaped out.
People stopped.
I know.
Frying their servers.
The actors more and the animators less. I don't know.
Speaking of animation, this sounds like this is going to be kind of a hot take. If we want to get like a 10 out of 10 Fantastic Four movie, make an animated one. These guys do so much better in terms of their powers in animation than they would ever do in live action.
Oh yeah, no.
Just saying.
Like
if you had hired the animation team, well, I was gonna say if you had hired the animation team behind like X-Men '97 and had them make a Fantastic Four show, that would be good. But I already know for a fact that the guy who did the art for X-Men '97 got fired before the show even came out. Because they found some quote-unquote disturbing content on his OnlyFans page. And I'm like,
okay.
All right, if Disney says that it's disturbing, it's got to be pretty
That's not good.
Yeah.
Right. So, no. So, like, yes. No, that's fine. We hire Sony Animation, the guys that did Spider-Verse.
Yep, that's exactly what I was going to say.
A Fantastic Four movie.
Yeah,
hell yeah! I would.
Would it take?
As soon as they're done with the Batman Beyond movie, clearly.
Correct.
Real.
Correct.
And Will
now it'll
play
take
Batman again, right?
It'll take 10 years, but it'll look amazing.
It'll look fantastic.
Yeah.
All right.
It's
we did this a lot in the movie.
We did, yeah.
We did. It was bad.
They specifically did not want to sit next to me because they knew I would do that.
I sat next to him because he would do that. I was doing it too.
But as for what this movie represents, it's a good, cautious step in the right direction of where they should be heading back to.
Yeah.
They shouldn't have strayed so far off the path, but I'm hoping that this is them recognizing that they need to, like, because the nicest thing about this movie is at the very core of it is family.
Yeah,
like that's the best part, and that's something that Hollywood doesn't like these days.
Yeah.
Well, at the very core is the number 4.
It's true of them.
I mean, that's what the Fantastic Four is about.
It's true.
Well, yes, but them doing that, and I'm hoping that they're seeing how well this movie is being received, and like I hope that this means that they're going to take steps in the right direction. One of the things that actually makes me happy is that they knew for a fact they would make zero money on the Ironheart show, so they just like dumped it on Disney Plus and fucking left it there.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, here's
like
the
they
thing.
knew they were making nothing
He's
from
orange
that.
and covered in rocks. But also, it's called Fantastic Four First Steps, and I agree with you. I hope that these are the first steps into getting back on track into an interesting franchise again. I mean, they're going. This is just set up for Avengers Doomsday. Basically, they're very clear with that. And then what comes after that? Secret Wars is been rumored to be. It's practically confirmed that it's going to be like a soft reset of the franchise. Like they're going to kind of start over in some way and do this, and that's exactly what I think we need here. I think it's been going on too long. You have lost all of the interesting characters or refuse to use the characters you have now that are still interesting, like Moon Knight. You refuse to do anything more with Moon Knight, and
They need to.
they need to, yeah. So what they need to do is just stop, start over, start fresh. You know, like they just refreshed the DCU with Superman, and it is a breath of fresh air. You know, whether people liked or hated the Snyderverse, like it's kind of ran its course, and you know it's just time for something new again, and it feels good. It feels like a breath of fresh air. It feels nice to do this again. Marvel has been just digging its heels deeper and deeper into the dirt and pushing all these characters and shows and things that nobody cares about anymore because all the good characters have been killed off or retired or too old to play the role anymore. And it's just start over. Just call the MCU an end and then just start fresh again.
Bring back single movies.
It's true. That is well.
True.
Real.
Does anyone have anything else
That's
to
what
say further on the Fantastic Four?
I have one thing.
Okay, go ahead.
So it was like towards the beginning of the movie, they're talking about they had this thing. It's basically NATO, but they called it the Future Foundation,
Oh yeah.
and that
Hope.
I don't like when they do stuff like that in the MCU because you've just thrown away that whole
Yeah, exactly.
thing in the comics just for not what it is.
Yeah.
Just for a haha reference.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, we put it in the movie. Look.
In doing haha reference, you've like just destroyed that entire
Now you
storyline.
can't use it.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
They did that in like Thor Ragnarok when like the War World where it was. They had Beta Ray Bill's head built into the side of the mountain, and they were just like, oh, so he's already there and well known and part of the battle world. So you're not gonna get Beta Ray Bill anytime soon because they've already done his whole thing apparently, and that doesn't even make sense because he's supposed to meet up with Thor before he does any of that. So you've kind of just like in doing like the reference. You've kind of just destroyed the possibility of utilizing that in any way, and that's exactly what they did
Right.
with Future Foundation there. And you're
But
exactly
in
right,
the
man.
sense, yeah, in the sense of like doing stuff already, like off screen kind of thing. I do like, and this is what I brought this point up in Superman as well. I like that they didn't spend too much time, like, doing telling you everything. Like
Yeah.
we got maybe like 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes of like an introductory thing.
That was
them.
great. That was
And
great.
Yeah,
that
Alex,
was
bring
good,
up
but, like-
what you said about how they like yada yada at the beginning.
I like how they yada yada at the beginning because everybody who's going to this movie has probably already watched the other movies before, and these guys have been around for God knows how long. You know, we know the origin story, right? Cosmic rays, blah 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 blah, superpowers,
something
right?
vague magic, and
Exactly.
they get superpowers.
And every single movie for the Fantastic Four has shown the origin, and it takes up a lot of time. The first movie, I get it, right? But every other movie also does that, and it takes up like 20 minutes of screen time. In Fantastic, it took probably like the first third of the movie
They
was
didn't even
the
get their names by the end of the movie.
yeah. This movie sucks, man. That movie, like this movie right here, this guy, the guy that I'm picking his nose right now, terrible movie, not good. Don't watch it. It's not fantastic. But I like that they kind of yada yada the first or like the origin story, that it only took up about 5 minutes of screen time,
Yeah.
so that they could get going with the actual plot. The part that Kellen's talking about, that I wish that they yada yada was, so for the first like third of the movie, they Sue Storm was like pregnant with Franklin, and it was a big like contention for that third of the movie because he wasn't born until after they were done with their fight with Galactus, or their escape from Galactus's ship. And honestly, if they wanted to fit more content into it, or like actually make like action happen at some point during the movie, they could have yada yada that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of
'Cause
just
it's-
focusing dead hard on it.
Correct. I mean, like obviously, like you can yada yada up until the point where he's actually born, because like the thing on Galactus's ship and the escape from Galactus's ship was like, one of the two good action scenes in the movie. God forbid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the same thing that they did with, or like the main thing I'm trying to get at here is that the thing that they did at the beginning with the origin story, they could have done with this birth thing. And I think it probably would have flowed a lot better and not felt boring for that
Right.
first third of the movie.
Exactly. Because that's what a lot of the Yap sessions are about, is about her
Yeah.
and her pregnancy and that. And it's just like, please do something.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So that was my piece on that.
All right. I think we yammered on pretty much as we can on this movie. Let's all move in on the rankings. Alex, I'll let you go first, and then we'll move on to Merrick, and then Isaac, and I'll take up the last. Sound good?
That works for me.
Fantastic.
So my my official ranking for this movie would probably be a 6 out of 10. It's not the worst Marvel movie I've ever watched in my life, but it's also not the best. It's very middle of the road. So kind of like you kind of just, it's there. It's okay.
Fair enough.
That's about it. Yeah.
Merrick?
I'm agreeing with Alex. It's not like great. It's not bad. It's a 5 for me. Kind of just mid. Compared to like Thor: Love and Thunder, it's fantastic. But it's it's not that good. It's kind of just in the middle.
Fair enough. Understandable. Isaac?
I'm also gonna give this movie a 6. Like, it just barely breaks into my 6s, but I think I'm giving it a 6. Like, I actually found myself enjoying this. Like, there was some stuff that I really liked. I liked a lot of the characters, the way they interacted with each other and the public. I thought was pretty cool, and I really liked that this movie just felt entertaining. Like I was not upset by the end of this movie. I was like pleasantly, like, not necessarily happy by the end of the movie, but like I felt
I
good.
didn't hate that.
Yeah, I felt
it's like
good.
eating a Pringle.
Kinda, yeah.
Right.
It's great in the moment, and then you're just kind of like, it could have been better.
Could have had a V8.
We have different
Could have
opinions.
had a Dorito.
I'm also gonna give this a 6 out of 10. It's called First Steps, and I hope that it really is a first step into a return to better quality Marvels, because any Marvel movies after this are going to have to be better than the level this was at. It is marginally better than most of the other things they were putting out, except for like Guardians 3, Wolverine and Deadpool and Wolverine, and No Way Home.
Mhm.
Those are the best three. I would probably say this is either the fourth or fifth best Marvel that has come out since Endgame, which
Mhm.
it's really not saying much because everything
No.
that they put out is just immediately worse and worse and worse and worse and worse.
Mhm.
But it's a nice closer return to form as it is. I think there needs to be more action. There needs to be more interesting things happening. They need to step it up from here, but this is a nice nod in the right direction.
Nice first
Mhm.
step, if you will.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
I'm hoping
That's-
that what this means, because they took like a whole year off of releasing Marvel projects. Granted, when they came back, they released like Thunderbolts,
yeah.
but what I'm hoping that this means is that they took time to actually figure out what the fuck they were doing, like where they were heading, because that's why the original MCU worked, because they had an end game, if you will, for lack of a better word.
Say
They
that
had
again.
they knew exactly where they wanted to take the story. So they're like, all right, we have stops along the road we have to make, and we have some stops, some like sidebars we can take to get there as well,
Yeah.
and have some fun. But like we have an overall arcing story that
All
we
pointing
are
to one place.
showing coming together, which is what they were setting up with Kang and everything, and then all that fell apart.
Yeah,
So
we don't need to get into that.
yeah,
So
but what I'm hoping this means is that they have a direction now, and I hope that they
they're
know where they're going.
they're going to Doomsday. Like that's what they've been building up for the last two movies. If you
Right. They
count
teased it at the end of this movie.
Yeah, so they're pointing to
Yeah.
Doomsday. They're trying to get the same hype for Endgame, and I don't think it's going to work. But anyways,
No.
Alex, Merrick, thank you so much for joining us for Fantastic Four and the podcast. Moving on to our next movie of the night, we unfortunately have The Smurfs. Isaac.
Not the Smurfs. It's just Smurfs.
Oh, it's just
Smurf.
Smurfs. All right,
Just Smurfs. Just Smurfs.
then. Smurfs. 2025. Isaac, take us away.
When evil wizards Razamel and Gargamel take Papa Smurf, the Smurfs embark on a mission to the real world to save him. With help from some new friends, they must discover what defines their destiny to save the universe. So already in this, there's a fucking wrong sentence.
Yeah.
Like literally sentence 1 is wrong.
Yeah.
Gargamel had nothing to do with the taking of Papa Smurf at all.
No, he didn't. Not at all.
No, he did not. So this movie is a has many problems.
Yeah.
Like the biggest one that in my opinion is they can't commit. They can't commit to one gimmick.
Or anything.
Like
They
the
can't
gimmick
commit
was
to-
the gimmick was supposed to be, they go to the real world, but all of the like humans that they were encountering for the most part were animated still. Like even in the other Smurfs movie, like Gargamel was just a dude, was still just a dude, and he had like a real cat.
Yeah.
Like I don't like that they had animated humans with like real humans existing as well.
Yeah, there was a point
Like
where
like you
there was a point where they hid inside like a Uber Eats bag order that was getting delivered to the evil castle, and the lady driving the Uber Eats was like a real human, and then she hands the food to like an animated guy, and it's like, so where's the distinction? Is there like just a race of animated humans living in this world?
if they would have made the entire human world animated,
Isaac, in this
What?
hypothetical world where the real humans and the animated humans live amongst each other,
Yeah.
I want you to come up with some slurs that the real people would call the animated ones.
Tuners.
Tuners? That's a good one.
Tuners.
That's a good one. Um,
Oh, this one gets a little. This one gets a little close to being bad. Bix.
a, a what?
Bix, because
Bix?
like a pen,
Oh.
like the pen that would be used to animate
I would
them.
say Sketchback would probably be a crazy one.
It's crazy.
I am much more interested in the prospect of like slurs for cartoon characters in this world than anything else that's going on.
Oh my gosh, could you imagine an R-rated Roger Rabbit movie
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
would
yeah.
just it just has that stuff flying around? I want that now. I want that really
Isaac,
badly.
that's the Happy Time Murders. That's that movie.
No, that's slurs against Muppets.
Well, it's still that's like it's just different art style. What you're describing is
Fair.
that movie.
Fair. Anyway, that's one of the problems. The other problem that this movie has is that they just threw voice actors, like not voice actors, wrong. I apologize. I misspoke. They
Famous
just threw
people.
famous people at this movie like it was nothing. Honestly, I was shocked Aquafina didn't show up. I really was.
Yeah, she
If
should
they would have cast Aquafina to be the cat,
No, she should have been like the fuzzball lady. That's absolutely Aquafina right there.
that could have been, honestly.
It wasn't.
Like, I know it wasn't, but like I absolutely could have seen it be that.
So a side issue as well with this movie is the misdirection in marketing.
Yes.
Because over every
Yes.
single trailer or like tie-in thing, like Smurfs on the side of the cereal box or on the mac and cheese or whatever they're putting, whatever products they're putting for advertising Smurf movies, all you see is Rihanna as Smurfette. Like that was the big
that's all of
selling
it.
point, is that Rihanna was Smurfette, right? And like
And Nick Offerman was Papa Smurf's brother.
yeah,
That was the
that
other
was more
big
of a
one.
side thing, but like the whole like look at the poster that they had, the teaser poster for this movie. It's just a purple hand pressing a button that says party, and it says Rihanna as Smurfette. And it doesn't even have the word Smurfs on it. It just says Rihanna as Smurfette. And
Yes, that's all it says.
It's everywhere, and you watch the trailer going into this. Smurfette's going to be the main character, clearly, and that's not even the case. The real main character in the trailers has one line of dialogue in the trailers and is not on any of the merch or any of the advertising or anything. The real main character is a no-name Smurf, and his arc is that he doesn't know what his thing is. Brainy is smart and Grouchy is grouchy, but I'm not anything. And then he's got his whole journey that he wants to go on. And I believe that the reason they did that is because they didn't want to advertise the fact that the main character of this movie was voiced by the infamous James Corden, which not a lot of people liked to begin with, but people really don't like him now, given everything that's come out about him. So it seems like they were kind of just like, look, Rihanna as Smurfette. Look at this. Look at the Smurfette. Look at this, Rihanna as Smurfette.
What is this?
I don't know. Just say what it is, Isaac.
Okay, so I wanted to make sure I was right when we were talking about like actors that they threw at this movie. The fuck is this list? Like, I'm looking at this. First off, we were very sad to see Alex Winter be in this, but we were kind of okay because he was Hefty Smurf.
He made the Ben 10 movies, man.
Yeah. Fucking the tardigrade is Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah, unfortunately. Unfortunately, the
who else do we
tardigrade
have
was
here?
in the movie. We didn't need that, especially in a Smurfs movie.
No,
not
we did
necessarily.
not.
We also didn't need
the-
Jimmy Kimmel. You know, just on
they
TV in
cast-
general.
I don't care about the casting per se, but I was right. They cast Vanity a woman.
Yeah.
There was a woman playing Vanity.
There was never a doubt.
And Worry Smurf.
was kinda-
Fucking with Brainy Smurf being Blue Beetle.
Yep.
We had that. Fucking what was the other one that I saw? The fucking turtle that did nothing was fucking Marshmallow.
I wanted to
for
talk
some
about
reason.
the turtle that did nothing.
It's Marshmallow. What the fuck?
I wanted to talk about the turtle that did nothing.
Go ahead, fine. Talk about the turtle that did nothing.
He did nothing.
He didn't do anything.
All he does is he says "what the shell" in the slow-mo voice. And then he gets sucked into the portal along with all the other relevant Smurfs that they want to have in this movie. I mean, to be fair, none of the other Smurfs did anything in this movie either. But, like, at least you use them as, like, a comedy tool, or, like, they said a joke, or, like, they were there for, like, dialogue purposes, right?
Yeah.
They go through the portal thing, whatever, to the real world. Or France, I guess. Not exactly the real world. Then if you... So, and then the turtle comes with. It's the last one to go through, and it's like, oh... We're bringing the turtle too, the random turtle on a Smurfs trip. Okay, let's see where this goes. Nowhere. Goes nowhere. He follows them to the second location, and then decides that he'll just stay there at the second location while they go to the rest of the movie.
And we meet the Snooter Poots.
And that's it. That's what he does. He gets sucked through the portal with everyone that's going to the real world for the real life journey. And then they go to one other place when they get there, and then they go somewhere else, and then he stays there for the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
He's out of the film by like the 25-minute mark.
Yeah. So the other one that I wanted to talk about, because it kind of has us like... This moves us through to the next part of the movie, which is the Snooter Poots, which
just call them the
was another L.
I'm not gonna
Fuzzballs.
I'm just gonna end the podcast if you're gonna insist on calling them what they actually are.
Well, yeah, they're a horrible. It's a horrible name, by the way. Like they just came up with whatever.
And I want to clarify. I want to clarify.
Yeah.
I don't mean I'm gonna turn the recording off. I mean I'm just gonna delete the channel. You're not gonna call them that for the rest of the podcast.
So they go there, and they're literally just there for other colors and randomness for kids to laugh at.
Yeah, there's too much blue. I think if we have just blue on the screen the whole time, the kids, they're not gonna like pay attention too much. You know, they might ask their parents a question. So yeah, we gotta have like a secondary color in there. Maybe like orange or something.
Exactly. But they get there, and surprise, surprise, the people, the random fuzzballs that live in Australia are criminals.
Yeah.
And this brings me to my last thing that I have about the casting of this movie, because I genuinely don't understand. So the chick that played the main, like the one that goes insane and likes Nick Offerman's one. When did this bitch get popular? It's the fucking redheaded chick from Fantastic Four, the one that has the thing with Thing. The Jewish chick that's in Fantastic Four. Natasha Lyonne is her name. She's also in The Bad Guys too. She's one of the bad girls. But like, she's in fucking everything now. I've seen her in so much shit recently. She recently got a whole, like, show on Peacock called Poker Face. And, like, I've just been seeing her everywhere now.
I have no idea
and, like,
what
apparently
you're talking about.
But that's the thing, is that I've just been seeing her pop up all over the place. Like, she seemed to be kind of popular back in, like, the 90s. And then like kind of spotty shit. Oh, she was in Steven Universe. Okay, well that explains some shit.
Ew.
Uh, but like I've seen her all over the place recently. Like just in stuff. Like I saw that that ad for that poker face show so many times while I like on my subscriptions and things. She's fucking everywhere now, and I'm like, who are you? Like, where
That's
the
how
fuck did you come
actors
from?
work, man. Yeah, same
I
thing
know,
as
but
with
it's
Mia
like
Goth, and then she was in everything, and now, unfortunately, Pedro Pascal's in everything.
true.
Um, but
He's just there
I
for the gays.
I think that this movie is a mess. Not even like
It
just
is.
critically, like narratively, because like every 20 minutes the movie will be about something different.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I wanted to ask you this because I hadn't asked you this when it after the movie. So we totally brushed over what the be at least the beginning plot of this movie is there is a society, there is a group of evil wizards that are trying to get a hold of 4 books of power
The
so
Shadow
they
Wizard
can
money gang,
destroy
if you
all
will.
the yeah so they can just so they will turn all these books evil and use them to destroy all good in the universe. That is the plot.
The
And one
sentient
of them,
books.
sentient books, one of them gets away, and its name is Jaunty Grimoire. Which, when that was said, you ought to like. I saw you be like you like went like no, like what was it about the name that was the problem,
I was
or like
just
what was it?
disappointed that the book was alive and
Oh,
had
okay.
like cartoon arms and legs, and like it it got away because it just grew legs and walked away, dude. And I'm just like,
Yeah,
no, we're
fair.
not doing the fucking magic talking book. God damn it.
And another thing, because I totally forgot about this until this moment, and we're talking about this, they made it seem like it ran away. But in a later scene, it is shown that they are protecting a baby version of this book from
Yeah.
Rosamel.
Yeah, I
That
don't know. The book
makes no
de-aged at
sense.
some point. Unclear when that
Yeah.
happened.
There's a lot of this movie that is just yada yada. And
Yeah.
like, yes, I get that it's a kids movie, but you can't just make a kids movie to do whatever the fuck you want with it. It still has to make sense. There still has to be a storyline that makes sense. Like the DoorDash thing we brought up earlier. They ordered that DoorDash. Where did they get a phone? Where did they get a phone to order this DoorDash to this person's house?
Unclear. I don't know.
It's
Magic. They
there's
magicked
so many
the
plot
food.
holes in this movie. And like it's just there's a lot of things where they just throw gimmicks at the wall to distract you, try and distract you from it.
Oh
Like
yeah,
they have
they
a
do the
whole like
fucking run through the multiverse gimmick where like it's like we travel through a portal and then the art style is different, which like is happening just like a lot recently. The multiverse is like really really big right now, and I mean thankfully it's dying out,
yeah.
but it's just one of those tropes that they just like doing over and over again, and the Smurfs movie did not need it.
It did not. It made no sense, honestly.
Yeah, I could nitpick a thousand other little things, but to be honest, I really just don't want to talk about this movie anymore.
It was just kind of a so this was the first time also I feel really bad that this was the first movie that I brought Rachel to, but it also gives her like a good like look into what we do. Like we went and saw this not because we wanted to watch it, but because well, partly we kind of wanted to tear into it. But at the same time, it was more of a like we're a review channel. We gotta go see the Smurfs.
Yeah.
Like we have to.
My
We got
nephew's
to go
getting
see this
older.
movie.
I'm gonna be taking him to his first movie pretty soon, and
Yeah,
I don't want it to be something like this.
exactly. That's the problem. Is that you can make a kid. We say it all the time. Just because it's a kids movie does not give you the carte blanche to make it a bad movie.
Right. You can't just say, "Oh, who cares? It's for kids." Like, well, you want the adults to buy the tickets though. If it's completely stupid and just nonsensical and cringe and annoying, what
It's
parent is
why
going to want to
people.
spend upwards of $80 to $100 taking the whole family out to go see that? They
It's
just won't.
why. It's why DreamWorks still works.
Exactly. Because
Is
they can
because
make a
even
kids movie without killing the parents in the process.
exactly like even though we didn't like Kung Fu Panda 4, most of what we didn't like about Kung Fu Panda 4 was because of the fact it didn't need to exist.
Yeah, it was more like
That was one of the things it
technicalities and
was.
like story building aspects that we didn't like, and like decision wise.
But it was
It
still a
wasn't like impulsively annoying and just terrible to sit through.
yeah.
It was just like, I don't like the direction they took here.
Yeah, exactly. But like they still make entertaining movies. It's something that Disney is starting to realize that they can't just shit out what they've been shitting out. Like at least I'm hoping they're starting to realize that's kind of what we're getting, it seems.
I mean, they're
Or at
still
the very
shitting
least
out
they're
Elios.
True. Well, honestly, the only reason Elio came out was probably because they couldn't get the money. They couldn't make it a tax
It's like,
write-off.
all right,
They
we
had to
already
release it.
fucking made it. Okay, so we just gotta put it out.
They were working with what they had with that shit.
Unfortunately. All right. Let's move on into the rankings here. I'm going to
Yeah.
give this a big fat 3 out of 10. You know, there were certain things that, you know, I thought were not too bad, but overall it was just really annoying. I was hoping that this was going to be a fun, bad movie that we could laugh about how cringe and stupid it is, but it didn't even reach the threshold of badness to make it funny. It was just, like, boring and stupid and annoying the whole time. I thought at least, you know, Rihanna as Smurfette, you know, like the joke I kept saying, it's super nice of them to allow her to record all of her lines from the comfort of her bed. And you know, Nick Offerman as well. Everyone just like sleepwalked their way through their lines. You can tell nobody in the movie wanted to be in the movie.
Yeah.
And I didn't really want to be there either, you know. They need to try better.
Mm-hmm. I'm actually giving this a 4 out of 10. It's while I did do nothing but shit on this, I did find myself kind of like enjoying some moments of this movie. Like, yeah, when you when you focus on like the plot and everything, and like the movie as a movie, it's pretty bad. There were some moments though that did get a chuckle from me when they happened.
I think the only joke that actually got me to laugh was the out of focus Smurf. And then he just walks by and he's blurry. I'm like, okay, that's pretty funny.
That was yeah, they did have some stuff there. Like there were some moments that I liked. I did while it was unnecessary, I did like the henchminion. I did like that. I liked his character even though he had nothing. Like I just kind of liked that he was just a dude that was he's just working for this guy cuz he needs it kind of thing. He can't do any better basically. And it's like the unpaid intern
Well, now he's going to be working
trope.
for Gargamel in Smurfs 2, Isaac. Aren't you excited?
No. Especially if James Corden is still in
Yes, he will be.
it. But this this was while I did shit on it a lot, I could see it as like a decently entertaining kind of thing. Like there were moments where I could see it being good, and there were some visual moments that I'm like, oh, this is kind of fun. Like when they go from the Smurfs world to the real world, like the whole like on the slide thing. I'm like, oh, that looked fun. That looked all right.
Isaac getting
But
distracted by the
like
pretty colors for children again.
Pretty much, yeah, honestly. Like, that's what it was. Plus, it wasn't worse than Lilo and Stitch.
No,
And
it
so,
wasn't. I would rather watch
hence,
this and make fun of Rihanna as Smurfette.
yeah,
Then-
so I for that, I'm giving it a 4 out of 10.
Fair enough. All right. That should wrap up our podcast here today. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Isaac, would you please give our lovely fans a little sneak peek at what we can be looking at next time?
Next time, we will be looking at the new I Know What You Did Last Summer movie. We will be looking at a new Pete Davidson movie, The Home. And the movie that we have been waiting for literally almost all year together.
Yep. Yeah, we have been dying to see together.
We've gone as far as avoiding everything besides the first trailer for that movie.
The first trailer is all we needed.
It was. It really was. I still haven't watched the second trailer.
Yeah, me neither. I didn't go back and watch it yet. Cool.
I should watch it. I should watch it at some point just to see.
Yeah. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe because that really helps us out here. And until next time, guys, that's a wrap.
Roll credits.